1 year of Sims, what have we learned? In 10 days here.
I thought this was just about our favorite moments.
It just sounds better.
Retrospecticus.
Retrospecticus of The Sims. Favorite child?
Probably Reed. He was weird. He always loved to work out. He's the only kid I feel like that lived his whole life with the parents. Like all the other kids moved out and had their own kind of thing. But he took care of us. That's why he's my favorite.
That's because he lived to be like 400 years old.
Yes, he did.
My favorite kid was, of course, Madison. I loved Madison.
Yeah.
That was my girl. I mean, Natalie, too. I mean, I can't not say that Natalie was also a favorite. Favorite Madison, Reed, or Natalie memory? My favorite memory when she was moody and she just brought all the leaves inside and just dumped them on the floor.
My favorite one is just her showing off 10-10.
Oh, God, with Jeffrey.
Because it looked so awkward. Like, it was just weird. Jeffrey's like, what am I doing here? There's a lot of moments with Natalie, small moments, right? I loved her,
she was goofy.
Yeah, she was goofy. Her Girl Scout. She was always like just kind of an odd kid.
He was our first truly moody child.
Yeah,
like
she had some mood issues a lot.
That's probably why her branch is so extra. I don't think Reed really had any like handouts except for just working out all the damn time.
You always knew where Reed was.
Found a picture the other day. He was chunky when he was a teen, and I was like, that cannot be Reed. Natalie, I loved her old lady makeover.
Yeah.
She finally like became her own person. Favorite memory of us, like me and you.
My favorite memory of me is when I fell asleep on the couch.
With Johanna for Thanksgiving?
Yes. I did fall asleep on the couch during Thanksgiving. Johanna's like, alright, sitting here like, do. We were at Madison's and it was like, where did you go? You're not on the family list. We were like, why are people sad? And we didn't know what that thing meant. And then we looked at it and it says, losing a family member. Who family member did you lose? The camera forces your perspective on them, but it didn't do it for you. It was very weird.
I just left that quickly.
Yeah, it died.
Then I get back as a ghost.
And I always wanted to know, like, what was so funny that you died by? Because no one else died by.
I don't know. Favorite wedding? Madison's, where there was only like 9 guests when she married Jeffrey. Because we just knew nobody.
The favorite moment at a wedding would have to be Harmony in her
bike.
Go to the other side of the thing. You don't have to take your bike out and just pedal. It was just, that was a mess. That was a mess of a wedding.
That was our first in the place.
It's hard to corral everybody and then people get up and start walking.
We gave up on that now. If you come, you come. It's Madison's second wedding in our backyard and Marvel getting attacked by the bees.
Yes, I forgot about that. I was like, what's going on? Like, we're taking a picture. Someone's getting attacked by bees. Someone's attacked by bees. Marvel. Marvel's attacked by bees during the wedding.
Someone died at Cheyenne's wedding.
The bartender.
Prettiest wedding has to be Marvel. At his house, I think that was probably the prettiest and best wedding.
Yeah.
It went off without a hitch. Everyone actually sat in the seats. Like, it was really pretty.
Why is Sadie here? Why is he bringing the dog? You see this? And the dog's messy. And why are we bringing pets to the thing? Tell me someone's bringing Smuckers. Got me so sad.
Favorite spouse?
I like Saya.
Saya was a good spouse.
Yeah, Marvel's wife. They went to school together. They had almost the same degree for the most part, so I thought that was kind of cool. It was happenstance. We didn't look for it. It kind of happened organically because Marvel was the playboy of the campus. And
he was the first Sim that we had.
Played the field.
I would have to go probably a tie between Lucas and probably Desmond. Yeah, I don't know why I just like Desmond. Like, he's just so goofy. Yes, with a mohawk. Hazuki reminds me a lot of Lucas. Like, just very off the wall stuff.
Yeah. He just had his own personality because he was a loner, but for some reason he really loved that damn cat.
He loved Vegas.
He loved that cat.
All
it always
the time.
made him happy. He would come home and play with that cat. Like,
yes.
He wasn't a cat person.
Weirdest spouse? Jensen.
There you go, say Jensen. We had to change Jensen. I felt bad because Lunch was klepto.
Yeah, we didn't know how to handle klepto yet because I don't think we were controlling her yet.
No,
when she stole from Madison.
She was just stole from our house, and then she stole from Madison.
Madison caught her.
Yes. Probably Kiyoshi a little bit was strange. He didn't have really much of a personality. He didn't work.
He went for jogs and
He loved
swim.
to swim. He loved to work out. He loved to cook. That was basically his thing.
Strangest couple.
Strangest couple together.
Had to be Reed and Jensen.
Yeah, they were a strange couple, weren't they?
They never really interacted with anybody. They just were like their own people.
They would come to parties. If you had workout equipment,
you had that boxing thing, Jensen was at it. If you had the treadmill, Reed was at it.
They probably loved each other the most.
They did, even though
they always did.
They both liked to flirt.
Well, we used to have the compliment thing on. They would always compliment each other and do the whole thing every time we were playing with them.
They just like to compliment everybody, but they definitely probably were the most in love.
Odd Couple Award. Obviously go to Hazuki and Desmond.
Hazuki was like prim and proper, and Desmond was like mohawk and like
exactly.
I got like this internet job, and like you hate the internet, like
technology.
Because I probably liked Desmond, that I kind of pushed that through.
Yeah.
But they're so cute together. They are probably the second most loving couple.
Yeah, they are.
They are always loving on each other.
They're opposite attracts.
Holy Suzuki and great grandpa.
What is he doing here? Oh my god. This man just showed up in the middle of the thing like, not only did he walk in, but he also blew a kiss.
Favorite grandchild? I love each of them differently.
Marvel would probably be just because he got more.
We watched him grow up,
and it was
really
yes. Cool. But I liked his college kind of story a little bit more. Almost close tied for first. Melody, she struggled a little bit, but she was always focused, and she always had like a hard time with relationships and things like that. So you felt for her. Yeah, she did really good with her culinary career. She got to the top
She did amazing. She's one of like what 3 people?
Yeah, that's
to actually finish their career. I would only say Marvel, because we really got to see Marvel from day 1 to day death. Because he lived with us. So I think we got to interact with him more. I love Jensen. Jensen was the goofiest person ever.
Jensen was goofy. Hannah and Mariana's relationship, that's the main reason why, because they were so tight.
God, yes! Mariana was so bad. Harmony used to go for like midnight walks.
As a kid, it'd be like midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. She'd just walk outside.
Walking by the house.
She'd be walking out by herself, just...
That is so funny.
She was walking angrily for a second, though. Now she's fine.
Oh, because she's back. She just go home.
Harmony's protesting was always fun. She would go protesting, and she had a little sign, and she would just get... That was pretty cool.
Any overarching favorite memory? Jensen trying to pick up the girls. That was our first beguiling experience.
That was funny. Harmony, Melody, and Marvel's college years, like we focus on those college days so much because obviously we had to be class, going to parties and things like that.
Marvel's kids, I think we liked the best. Marvel's kids, I think we put the most work into them, followed by Jensen's kids. I'm surprised Corey and Cheyenne grew up to be the adults they were.
Jensen's big house of kids.
I don't know why it always seemed like he had so many more kids than Marvel, but they had the same amount. Yeah. Mariana moved in, so maybe it made it feel like he had 5 kids versus 4. Favorite house. My favorite house will always be our second house we lived in when we only had Madison and Reed. It had a nice yard. It had a little grill pit. It was beautiful. It was open, but Byron would not let us take away either the gym or part of our bedroom to make a 3rd bedroom for Natalie. So we had to move.
Yeah, no, it was a nice house. It was.
I love that. I had a little office where I used to write my books at, my library. It was just such a nice house.
I like Natalie's tiny home, even though it didn't do too much well. For some reason, I liked the tiny home. It was a cute idea.
It was cute. I didn't know the ladder.
The ladder was fine with me, but we didn't know too much about the size of lots because that house was way too small for that lot. The other second would be Marvel's house. I love Marvel's house.
Marvel's house was
the
nice.
Deck was nice and everything like that.
Yeah, he had a really nice outside area.
Those 2 are probably my favorites.
Saddest memory. Mine's when Madison died. That moment when I realized...
in the bathroom? Or just...
Yes, because it was in the bathroom in front of her grandkids. We've learned to put toddlers to bed because they don't wake up for death. It was a realization that like our kids were gonna die. Yeah. That one really hit me. Like that broke my heart watching her die. I felt bad because Melody was playing for her, like the guitar, and then you're like, oh, Madison's gotta go to the bathroom, and you had to go to the bathroom, and she just died. Yeah.
Marvel dying prematurely was sad. It was like weird because he was in college.
Like he was going to be like the future patriarch.
This is so crazy.
I was like, you better bring him back. You could have stopped it too. When he was over there, he's like dazed.
I didn't know that daze would immediately, if you get dazed twice, it means like death. I didn't know that.
Electrocuting himself. And Byron's like, he's fine.
I didn't think it would happen again. Like it was just crazy. But yeah, I know.
Poor Melody couldn't plead with death. Funniest memory.
Marvel getting attacked by the bees was hilarious when it happened.
It was. That was actually, I think, one of the first times when I was editing the footage that like you laughed out loud.
One of the funniest picture moments that we got was Jensen on fire.
When you didn't clean the lint trap.
Yes.
This man just wants to kill all of our grandchildren.
Them going to the college bars and then just randomly would do homework and whatever, like drunk.
Virgo's trying to rob Harmony.
We're like, where's Marvel?
Apparently this elder man over here.
Still, Harmony's money. How do you despise each other? Oh, he's mean.
What?
But did he get money from her? Are y'all gonna fight? What's happening? But he didn't take the money, right? Should I have Marvel fight him?
Yeah, Marvel fight him.
Marvel's actually drunk right now and doing homework. That's gonna be great.
The damn fire that Harvey's woman just set to our house the other day. Y'all, this is not this girl's night.
After they wooed, well, she's evil, so I don't know. She's angry. She went and broke the dollhouse upstairs. But she went downstairs to start a fire.
Look at poor
Oh God, he's on fire now.
Oh my God, Harvey!
Oh God, the fire spread into the bathroom. Kaylee with her self-woohoo. The bug with the self-woohoo is that they would get naked immediately. So that she got naked immediately in the middle of Thanksgiving where everyone there. The glitch that people kept being able to use tubs at parties. Like, oh, I'm gonna go take a soak in the tub.
When Johanna was about to die and we were waiting in Ocean in the tub, and then he walked around the entire time like in his house. Like, alright, Ocean.
Just in a spa, Ocean. Jeez, this guy. What are you doing? Why are people streaking all of a sudden? Mariana's here. Let's go follow Jensen real quick, make sure I didn't die. This guy. He realized what he did wrong. I'm really surprised I'm not freezing to death right now.
I'm crying.
How's it go? He's all the way at the ice rink. This thing is running his heart out right now. Hopefully not literally.
Something we would change, or could change, and our biggest regret. The thing I wish we could change is Hermione's name. We were going with the magical theme. We didn't really think about it because Benedict was the first one. Doctor Strange, because we were not naming our kid Doctor Strange. Oh my God, he has a son named Steven.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
That's funny.
And then we got really into Ambrose, and that became like our chosen path, and we kind of abandoned the Harry Potter thing. My biggest regret will always be, to the end of our generations, 10 generations in, is always going to be breaking up Jeffrey and Madison.
Sabara.
Oh, the cat's here. Oh, she said, I'm so sorry. Oh, look at their red line.
We're the best friends, but they're divorced.
I'm actually a little heartbroken. Like, my heart dropped a little bit. We didn't fully get the whole cheating thing. I'm not even gonna lie. We have a lot of people in our family that like to flirt with each other.
Yeah, just to recap, Jeffrey flirted, I think, with Jensen
at the twins'
birthdays. It was the first time
birthdays.
anyone's ever flirted with someone else. Madison caught it. She got angry, and we looked at her thing, and it says that, I can't believe my spouse was flirting or cheating. I'm like, the idea, well, let's play off this for drama.
Right, because Pierce came over one day, and when she was taking like a bath, being sad, he was all like talking to her. This could be cute. His dad used to come over and talk to me all the time. So I also regret that we let Jeffrey Cole. We didn't really know back then to strengthen as much, and also we didn't realize that if we play with somebody that doesn't know them, they won't get the notification.
Yeah, by Cole meaning his ghost disappeared. You can't ever bring him back. Jeffrey's ghost being gone forever is sad because technically, at the end of the day, we could have reunited them as ghosts. I would be curious to see if we were to have all these packs when we first started playing, because there's some things in the game that would have probably changed a little bit, but then again, I'm like, I don't know. It may not have been that big of a deal. Jeffrey's ghost disappearing is probably the biggest regret.
I even feel bad when we invite Madison to parties and her name is Madison Delgado and not even Andrews.
You've been wanting to change it back to Andrews.
I want to change it so bad because her kids are Andrews.
I do regret that, knowing now that if you mark someone unplayed, they will have kids on their own.
Yes.
Because Jeffrey's family could have had kids on their own. Could have let Johanna play by herself.
We could have, yeah, that's true. I mean, we liked having her in the family, but
we didn't find out until like 3 generations later.
I was gonna say, yeah, we found it out with Kaylee. We're like, oh, wonder what this happened. And then she popped out 3 kids and died. With a husband, not just died. Favorite sim to play with?
Each generation has their favorite. Maybe Marvel. I like Marvel's family a lot, so I like playing with them and the kids, and Marvel's tinkering with his computer glasses and making Magneto was kind of a cool kind of thing to do over a period of time.
Mine's Kylie.
Yes, Kylie.
Kylie is also the best not to play with and watch her, because she was so extra from the minute she showed up at her dad's wedding with that mohawk and that little dress with
the dress and sports jacket on. Oh wow, you see Kylie?
Yeah, get it, Kylie.
Damn. Like,
we were like, we know this girl's gonna be our favorite. She did not care. She hooked up with married women. She hooked up with Derek. We pushed that.
Yeah, hers was really fun to play with her.
She had that personality. And then when she was supposed to be partying with her daughter at college, she hooked up with the girl in the womb.
Yes. Yes, Mom, we see you.
Kylie was the best. That's why I think I got sad when Kylie died. Because I think I was like...
It's actually ending.
That's why I like Molly so much. She kind of reminds me of Kylie. Favorite pack?
Probably the only reason why it's favorite because it's such a long shelf life is the get to work. You know, some of the jobs aren't as great as others. We have the detective thing now. We're going to have the scientist at some point.
Doctor.
That's been probably my favorite pack just because it adds so much flavor to the gameplay. Being able to follow them to work and doing stuff.
I liked the snowies when we got it. I liked the vacation spots. Loved the snow that we could go have Christmas there every year now.
The hiking trails are pretty... We haven't taken advantage of it since Jensen, but the hiking trails are really cool.
Yeah, I do think the city added some good stuff.
Yeah, the festivals.
I think that kind of added a lot. Who have we brought back to life?
These have been used there because I didn't understand the rules at first. Like Marvel, right? I didn't know that being dazed twice would cause death. So we brought him back. Brought you back because I just thought it was a little unfair. Like dying by laughter. We didn't even get a chance to see you go. Johanna was my fault.
Johanna was your fault. I warned you about that Murphy bed.
You warned me about
I was like, don't you do it. And then it started doing it and I was like, Papa, she's gonna die.
I was like, nah. Nope. I couldn't stop her.
That Christmas morning, our daughter walked in on Death taking them.
Yes, Smuckers.
Natalie walked downstairs and Death was at the bottom of the stairs.
She was the first one just like, what's going on here?
She was like, and we were like, not on Christmas. Especially not with Natalie, like, right there, like. Because she was a kid. Name all the pets.
Smuckers, Tim Tam, Apollo.
Top Hat Cat. Ralph and his woman was Dakota. And they had Allie, because I remember Allie Cat. Yeah, and then Apollo was their kid. What was the third one?
The third one, I can't remember. Oh, Bacon.
Lucas's cat. Oh, I forgot Sadie.
Who we confused Sadie and what was Matthew?
Yogi.
And Sonic.
And Sonic.
The Hedgehog.
Starting with me and Byron, of course, we are the top matriarch and patriarch. Of course, each of our kids is their patriarch and matriarch of their families. Madison and Jeffrey, Reed and Jensen, Natalie and Charlie. Madison's a little bit weird. I guess I'll just go with Harmony since it's technically Harmony's line that we're still following. Yeah, Harmony and Lucas.
Melody and Leonie.
From Reed, we had Marvel and Saya.
Johanna.
Poor Johanna.
No.
From Charlie and Natalie, Jensen and Nalani, along with Riley and Lucy. The next generation, Harmony's kid, Cheyenne and Kyoshi.
Corey and...
Yeah, technically they're cousins.
Corey and Dirk.
From Marvel, we had Ocean and Melissa and his girlfriend, Esther.
Mariana and Orange, Bailey Moon. Nani and Eric Bernstein. Coral and Bobby Trent.
Jensen, we were supposed to follow Matthew and his wife Julianne, but Kylie became the bomb and we followed her.
Aiden, who had stepdaughters with
Leslie,
Alicia, Madeline, and Radna.
I think they're the only triplets that we've seen in our game. Wendell.
So
Wendell Dindle, yeah, he got nobody. It would have felt so bad.
He hung out.
He did get his own life though.
Cecil's technically part of the
Yes, Cecil is Harmony's kid. Oh, Harmony, there's more ways than having kids to remember your daughter. Cheyenne had Hazuki and his husband Desmond.
Zero with El Kai by himself.
Going to Ocean, from him Isaac with Brooklyn.
And Harvey's now officially with...
oh my god, they just got married today!
I know, they just got married. Micah.
And they are currently pregnant. They have
True
two sisters.
Solo. Oh, sorry.
Oh, actually, we never really finished off Corey's line. True.
Haley's now with Caesar Almeida. Sabrina's
still solo. Got a kid. From Kylie, we got Molly. We got Ariel from Matthew, so they technically grew up like sisters. Molly's husband, Manwea. Ambrose is our next patriarch for Madison's line.
Hermione and Benedict.
Reed's line is Sherlock.
Enola and actually, we
don't know what Harvey's kid's gonna be. Yeah. Belle on Molly's side is the future matriarch of that side.
And her siblings are Aladdin and Jasmine.
We wanted to name it Beast, but the girl was born first. A year later, what have we learned? And what do we look forward to? I've learned that Byron likes telling Sims to stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop what you're doing.
I've learned that there's a limit to the amount of Sims you can have in one place and not go crazy. The game can only handle so much when you throw at it. Either stop it or do something. Those are the two things I think I've yelled at the Sims the most. See, like when you're trying to paint and then someone's like, oh, I'm going to go play basketball. Look looking forward, getting like halfway into the whole.
I know, we're on generation 6, right?
Yeah, we're actually over halfway, so it's weird to think about like what's gonna happen with these next kids, and it's been a lot of fun.
Start using a lot of new packs. We're doing the magic right now, which is really cool. So I'm really excited to see what he can do. I really want him to master everything. Yeah. I don't know if he can in his lifespan, but he's off to a good start. Belle is finally going to be nice because we're finally going to do a writing career where you actually get to sell and keep the books. Yeah. I know it's with a mod, but I look forward to that because I used to write books and then we'd never see them again. I can't believe it's been a year. I can't believe Byron has survived longer than like a month. I think because I learned to pace myself.
Well, mods also help too. Mods add a little bit flair to the game because I think if we played base, we'd probably be, because we can only have 8 people at parties, so then we'd probably go, yeah,
it would really be like 3 separate families. I don't even know if they would all know each other. Really excited. Can't wait to see where these last 5 generations go.
5 generations, yeah, so crazy.
Never thought we'd be there when we had that little 1-bedroom house that we had to turn into 2 bedrooms when we had Madison. Send it out.